Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2023 ski test. We got a new one for you today. This is the Line Blade Optic 104. Great all mountain / freeride option from Line coming out for you this year. These Blade Optic skis take the spot of the Sick Days in the lineup. So it's a pretty big departure from the Sick Day 104, mostly because of the application of metal, but it's a pretty different shape as well. So totally different ski. It's occupying that same slot, but a really, really different, unique feel. I would say it's more similar even to something like a Blizzard Rustler 10 or even a Nordica Enforcer 104 versus that outgoing Sick Day. We are built with an aspen veneer wood core, so nice stringers of aspen running through this ski. And then we get their gas pedal metal overdrive laminate. So this partial metal laminate is based off of the one that they used in Line Blade. So it has that central strip of metal with branches coming off of it in order to increase the torsional stiffness. So the overdrive version of this is more metallic than what we see in Blade. So we see this central spine starting pretty far up. You know, it's not true tip to tail, but this central spine running through. And then these branches start, right about the midpoint of the ski. So right between my fingers here is where we see the most metal branches going out to the side, really increasing the torsional stiffness, getting each and every movement that you're making into the ski translate directly to the snow. And then in the tail, we see the same thing with that tapering of the metal into the back. Pretty much goes all the way to the back though, so it's going to give you some good strength on the tail end of the turn. But very interesting engineering from Line here. Quite a bit of metal going on in here. It does add a little bit of weight to the ski. We've definitely noticed that these have more of that damp feel to it. This 104 definitely has a lot of versatility in terms of soft and hard snow. It does come in at 2,100 grams per ski. This is the 178. Also produces a 19-meter turn radius. So a little bit longer than in the narrower 96, allowing for that, more direct fall line skiing, a little bit more aggressive in nature. And then we also see their cap wall construction. Pretty good way of building a ski here. Most of sidewall is in between my fingers here, highlighted by that green, and then it's full cap in the tips and tails. So that lightens the swing weight, lines it up well with how that metal decreases as well. So all of these things are taken into account in the engineering process. Makes it a little bit more drifty and more playful in the tips and tails while staying pretty businesslike underfoot. And then from a profile perspective, we're seeing an increase in the rocker. We do see some nice positive camber underfoot. That's going to give you great grip. And then one of the other smart things they do is right about where that partial sidewall ends is where the rocker begins. So long rocker, I would say that's pretty appropriate splay for a 104. Definitely falls more into that, has that free ride influence to it. But with the metal, it doesn't, it feels like a sturdier ski than a driftier one. Pretty good taper, nice, mellow taper shape to this one. Not going to feel hooky or grabby, pretty smooth. And then we see similar theories going on in the tail with that rocker starting right where that sidewall ends. Pretty decent splay here, going to be drifty, but don't let that fool you because that metal is right here. So it definitely has that blend of a powerful release of the turn to go along with that more kind of generous free ride shape. And while it's not really a twin tip in a freestyle sense, it does have that multi-directional capability if needed. But they're pretty stiff, kind of like what we see with Rustler, having that metal extend into the tips and tails but not go all the way. It does make the very ends of the ski just a little bit more flexible while the midpoint stays pretty darn stiff, both torsionally and longitudinally. A little bit stiffer in the tail for the flex than the tip, so just giving it a bit better flotation. Nice kick out on the end of the turn. Great option for that advanced skier, expert skier who's looking for something, 104, 105 underfoot. Pretty medium, turn radius. Nothing crazy going on. pretty average in terms of performance. You know, it does have that high performance sealing, does have the weight to it for stability, but also has that nice, more friendly shape and that partial metal laminate. So great option for that advanced expert skier who's looking for that, you know, mid 100s underfoot ski. Whether it's a snow day ski for people like us in Vermont or kind of a more of a one ski quiver for a snowier zone skier, I think that this thing has a lot of versatility built into it. So make sure you check out these new Line Blade Optic 104s here at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.